Welcome back to my channel where creativity has no limits. I am Anil Ferrao aka Mr. Ferrao and you are watching Artisticity. So welcome to part 4 on how to create the sound effects for the Pokeball. If you have not seen the previous videos on how to create a Pokeball, then I highly recommend you do that first. You can click on the video card above. And a big shout out to Mr. Bummy and Sylvester D'Souza for subscribing to my channel. You guys are awesome. Subscribe to my channel to win a lucky random shout out and also for more amazing creative videos and tutorials. If you guys want to download the 3D blend file of this project, then you can download it from my Patreon. Link to my Patreon is in the description. So let's create the sound effects for the Pokeball. So there are only two sound effects for this animation. One, the Pokemon trying to come out of the Pokeball, and two, the Pokeball touching the ground. So for the Pokemon trying to come out of the Pokeball sound effect, I opened YouTube, typed in Pokeball sound effects and got the exact sound effect for it and download it. Now for the second sound effects, that is the ground contact sound. So take something metallic in your hand. This is my deodorant, which is metallic. Why? Because Pokeball is metallic. And in the other hand, take a stone or pebble and then play the Pokeball animation on your screen, and by looking at that animation, make this sound and record this sound. So after recording and downloading the sound effects, get everything into After Effects. So when you open After Effects, click on New Composition from Footage and add in the Pokeball video animation. And you can hit spacebar to play. Next we will add the two sound effects. Just drag and drop. So the Pokemon trying to get out of the Pokeball sound effect I have downloaded from the YouTube as a MP4. What we can do is we can click on the eye icon over here to get rid of the visual image and only the sound will remain. You can click on the drop down icon here and click on the drop down of the audio and also the waveform to look at the sound. And now if you play by hitting spacebar, this is what you will get. Let me just turn off the sound for the rocks, and when you play this again, you can hear only the Pokeball sound. So I just want to stretch the sound a little bit. So for this, right click, go to time and click on enable time remapping, and this gives 2 keyframes. Then you can stretch the layer, and then you need to stretch the keyframe as well. And now you can split the layer over here by clicking Ctrl Shift and D, or you can go to wherever you want to split the layer and go to edit and click split layer. And now I will arrange this so the comp fills up. You can also click on the layer and press Ctrl D to duplicate the layer, and this is how it will sound now when played. And now for the hitting of the rock sound, click on the sound icon to make the sound visible. Click and drag the layer where the sound starts. And in the audio levels, you can click and drag to the right to increase the sound. And if you play this is how it will sound. Also, if you feel like there should be more crackling of the rock sound wherever there is not much of sound, what you can do is you can Control D and duplicate the layer. View wherever there is more sound. So here there is a section with more crackling of the rock sound. Split this layer by pressing Ctrl Shift and D. Delete this part and drag this till it starts over here. And wherever you feel there should be more sound, place it over there. Ctrl D to duplicate, place it right there. Ctrl D to duplicate, place it over there. And that is how you make the sound effects. Now to render this video, go to File, Export, add to render queue, and in the output, click on the Pokeball, click on the output location, that is a desktop. File name will be Pokeball AVI. Click on Save and click on Render. So I hope you guys learned something from this video. If you did, then do like, subscribe and hit the bell icon to never miss any updates from Artisticity. Also check out the description area for any interesting links. You guys can support my channel by supporting me on Patreon. In return you will get cool digital prints and my personal 3D projects. Link to my Patreon is in the description. This is all for today. See you guys in my next video. Until then, stay creative.